Good morning. The hour of 11 a.m. having arrived, the Berks County Board of Elections meeting will come to order January 22nd, 2026. For the record, we are being broadcast on Microsoft Teams Town Hall. I'm going to ask Sylvia Gutierrez from the Berks County Board of Elections office to read the public comment notice.
Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comment without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the county's discretion. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue. The county shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any response to public comment will be done at the county's discretion.
Thank you, Sylvia. Appreciate that. Just for the record, Commissioner Rivera had a conflict and is not here, but Commissioner Leinbach is joining us virtually. First order of business is public comment on agenda items. Nothing in person, anything online? Okay, we'll move to the next item, approval of the minutes from the December 4th, 2025 election board meeting. Are there any additions or corrections to those minutes? Hearing none, they will be approved as presented. First agenda item, Act 88 post-election report. I will turn that over to our elections director, Ann Norton, for her explanation. Ann, good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioner. As you probably maybe remember, in August, we applied for and received $1,300,000 and almost $94,000 in Act 88 grant money. That money is to be used in the November 2025 municipal election, which just passed, and also the May 2026 general primary upcoming. Typically, what we do is we try to divide it in about half and spend this usually around the same amount for each election. By law, we are required to report our expenses 90 days post-election. So for the past November election, we did actually spend a little over half of the funds this time. We spent a total of $733,480, which leaves us, like I said, a little bit under half, slightly over $660,000 available to use for the primary. Our expenses this time are pretty typical of what we usually spend the funds on. Some of the big categories are poll worker payment. So we pay poll workers for working election day and also for attending training classes. That was just over $285,000. We pay our technicians to prepare the precinct voting machines, the electronic poll books, and for support on election day, and that totaled $138,000. The printing and mailing of our mail-in and absentee ballots and the printing of our provisional ballots was a little higher than usual. It was $85,000, almost $86,000. And we did have a 2-page ballot in November, so that did increase the cost. So we're expecting the primary to be a little bit lower in that category. We paid for rent at our secure mail ballot processing location. That was a little bit over $33,000. We also had some improvements done there, some security improvements. Since we have a new location, we built a secure room. All in total, with the secure room and other security improvements that we put in, physical security, it was about $60,500. Lastly, rental trucks and labor to move the polling machines, the precinct polling machines, from the warehouse to the locations and then back to our warehouse again, was almost $47,000. That's some of the bigger categories. Again, we did think it was a little higher this time because of the printing expense and the one-time invoicing for the security improvements at 600 Penn Street.
Thank you, Ann. Any questions from the board for Ann?
I'll make a motion to sign and send in the election integrity grant program post-election report.
And I'll second that motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you, Ann. Next item on the agenda is Election Director's Report. Ann?
Okay. Our office has been busy preparing a little over 75,000 notices to send to what we call permanent mail-in and absentee voters. So these letters will begin mailing by either the end of this week or early next week. And what they are a reminder for anybody that is considered a permanent mail-in voter that they do need to apply for a ballot for the elections this year. So we do send them a form with this mailing. They can fill out that form and return it back to us, or they can apply online. It's just a reminder to apply if they want to receive those ballots.
Just to follow up, I did
Yeah.
point out to the viewers that it is not automatic that they get a mail-in ballot.
Right.
This will be for both, if you apply now, it will be for both primary and general.
Yes, if they mark themselves as permanent, they would receive all ballots for this year.
Thank you.
And again, to your point, if they do nothing with this notice that we send, they will not receive a mail-in ballot. And then they are able to vote in person on election day. There's no change to the way the process is working this year. It is very confusing though. So if there's any questions, voters should reach out to our office to check on their status. And just as a reminder, they have until May 12th to apply for a ballot for the primary. Other than that, we are getting ready for the petition period. It will open on February 17th. Local county committee people will get paperwork from our office and file the paperwork to get on the ballot with our office. We will post that paperwork on our website probably the week before the petition period opens. So that would be around February 9th. That will be available on the website at that time. Candidates running for all other offices on the ballot will get their paperwork from the Department of State, and they will also file their paperwork there as well. Again, any questions about either of the processes, our office can help out.
Right.
That's all I have.
So, yeah, well, thank you, Ann. Any questions from the board for Ann? Hearing none. Any general comments from the board regarding current election-related issues? Okay, hearing none, we'll move to public comment. We have one person signed up in person, Jeff Wolf, Brecknock Township. Jeff, you can join us. Let us know who you are and where you're from, and you have 3 minutes. Thank you.
Good morning, Jeff Wolf from Brecknock Township. In terms of voter confidence in elections, it is my opinion that it would be most helpful for the election board to publish or post data, that is the numbers related to compliance to the requirements of Act 88. And in particular, I'm thinking about the number of voters removed or given notice for removal and the reason for removal. And some of the examples would be, of course, requested by the elector or confirmed, the voters confirmed deceased, or confirmation that the elector has moved to a residence outside the county or outside of the state, or that the elector has registered is registered more than one time in the county's registry. Now, I'm not optimistic about this, but Governor Shapiro and the Secretary of State, Al Schmidt, should direct the election boards to use the SAVE program, which is Systematic Alien Verification for Entitlements program, to alert and inform the election boards of voters who should be identified for removal because of their non-citizen status, unless, of course, they could provide naturalization. If such a directive would be made, the number of persons so identified for removal, the number of persons so identified for removal must provide proof of citizenship, and that should be public notice as well, in my opinion. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate your input. Anything online? Okay, that brings us to the end of our meeting.
Commissioner Santoni, I will make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.